Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am back with Tamino, and I love his voice. It's just an incredible voice. He's one of my new favorites in terms of male voice anyway. And I will just remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click on that like button if you like the video. I hope you do. And the notification bell. In the meantime, let's have a listen to Tamino and we'll have a look at the lyrics later because he in part writes the lyrics. Here we go.
I'm no longer found. Bugs got on my me. Passed out in the yard. Spiders on my tummy. I'm no longer found. Sex got on my pride. I'm no longer found. Passed out in the yard of angels. Disabled. I saw someone change the labels. I've seen it. I saw someone change the meaning. Once we were lost, like we almost.
Okay, beautiful voice, as we know from Tamino always. Just an incredible voice. And I'm not quite sure what's going on. He sort of woke up, he's gold, he's covered in gold. And it looked to me like it was a bit of a street performer, maybe. The statues that they sometimes have in city centers and whatnot. And there's people gathered around and it looked like there was something there to collect money, possibly. And maybe a pharaoh look. Not sure. I know that he has Egyptian background too. But yeah, it looks like he's standing very still here for a minute.
Change the meaning. Once we were lost, like we almost were in love. Can't you help it? Thinking of me, think you love me. It's like you must, like you almost have a lust for making something of me, being so profound. These shoes got on my boogie, crawling in the yard. Acid went right for me. I'm no longer found. Love got on my down. I'm no longer found. Flying in the sky like Cupid, hypocrite. I saw someone change their habits. I've seen it. A sudden change of spirit. Once we were lost, like we almost were in love. Can't you help it? Thinking of me, think you love me. It's like you must, like you almost have a lust for making something of me, lost like we almost were in love. Well, it made something of me, something of me.
Starting over. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, beautiful. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but kind of seemed like he was trying to run away from um, maybe not himself, but this guy, this gold guy. Excuse me. Um, and the people were following him. There was a big shadow there. I don't know whether that was supposed to be an eclipse or shadow of the earth or what, but they were sort of following him around that. And then he tried washing off the gold, and then all the hands, and he was crowd surfing kind of, with all the adulation, and then he washes it off again, goes to bed, and wakes up again with the gold all over him again. So uh, and then he was running there for a while too. It kind of looked like, was he trying to run away from it? Is he trying to escape from, maybe from himself, or from his life, or from his duty, or whatever you want to call it? It looks like this is a job to, in some sense, or a performance art. So I'm not sure, but we're going to have a look. It was a beautiful video anyway, even if I getting the meaning all wrong, but it's a beautiful video, and his voice is so astonishing. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my voice myself today, but yeah, let's have a look at the lyrics now. Tummy by Tamino, songwriters Joe Franken, Tamino, Amir, Moharam Fouad, I'm probably saying that wrong, Pieter, Jan Martins. I'm no longer found. Bugs got all my yummy. Passed out in the yard. Spiders on my tummy. I'm no longer found. Sex got all my pride. I'm no longer found. Passed out in the yard of angels. Disabled. I saw someone change the labels. I've seen it. I saw someone change the meaning. I'm not entirely sure what he means by bugs got all my yummy. Sounds like bugs ate your food at a picnic or something. Passed out in the yard. Spiders on my tummy. I'm no longer found. Sex got all my pride. I'm not sure what all that is. Passed out in the yard of angels, disabled. I saw someone change the labels. I've seen it. I saw someone change the meaning. That part sounds sort of like what I was saying through the video, that um, at least he thinks, or he believes, that sometimes you can change. Um, but he seemed not to be able to change in the video. But I'm probably missing something here. Once we were lost, like we almost were in love. Can't you help it thinking of me? Think you love me? It's like you must, like you almost have a lust for making something of me, something of me. Um, this probably is referring to the adulation, the idea of a lot of people thinking they love you, but they don't really know you. Is that it? Maybe, and maybe that was part of what was going on too. That you have the adulation of all of these people, but in fact, they're adoring something that isn't really you. It's just a facade of you, and that could be, the street performance as a statue, but it could also be through the music and through some of the idolatry that you get from fans who don't really know you, but they think they do, or they act like they do sometimes. I'm not sure about that, but maybe. Uh, it's like you must. That's what it sounds like. Like you almost have a lust. So lust is very different than a love. For making something of me. So they're making something more than what he feels is there. And I think that happens a lot with famous people, and they become almost like angels or gods or whatever, and they're not. And it frustrates me sometimes when people go to that extreme. I know sometimes it's just meant as a nice compliment, but sometimes it's really extreme and over the top. And it's like, no, that's a human being there. Let's respect the human and give them credit for all the hard work that they've done, because it's not easy. Being so profound, these shoes got all my boogie. Crawling in the yard, acid went right for me. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what he means by all of these lyrics. Um, Being so profound, he is fairly profound in some of his lyrics and songwriting, but maybe again, people are taking it too seriously for him. I'm not sure. They're seeing things that aren't there, and maybe I'm doing that too. I hope not. I'm no longer found. Love got all my dime. I'm no longer found. So again, I'm just going to stick with the theme that people think they know him, but they don't really know him. Flying in the sky like Cupid, hypocrite. Yeah, see, that sounds to me like what's going on. I saw someone change their habits. I've seen it, a sudden change of spirit. So he's seen that people can change. He's seen that that can happen. But he's also saying flying in the sky like Cupid, hypocrite. So he's not. He's not a cupid. He's not an angel. He's not a spirit or whatever. Once we were lost, like we almost were in love. Can't you help it thinking of me? So okay, this is the same, I think. Lost like we almost. I'm just going to skip down because I think we've read, yeah, all of the lyrics. Good, excellent lyrics. There's sentences, words in here. I'm not exactly sure how to interpret them or why they're there. Bugs got all my yummy passed out in the yard. Spiders on my tummy, for example. I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about there, or whether they have any real literal or specific meaning that I'm totally missing. I'm not sure. Maybe only Tamino could explain that. But I do think that some of what I extracted is probably just from the video and from the lyrics as well. You you know, the video kind of gave me a lot of the imagery that I'm getting from here. The lyrics alone, I think I would have had difficulty figuring out what's going on. But really, really interesting. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you've probably seen other things in the lyrics, um, for that relate to you, or at least your own interpretation. All right, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you do, and let me know who else you would like to hear from, or what else you would like to hear from Tamino. In the meantime, keep listening, keep having fun. Bye bye for now.